Hey everybody, it's Juanita McDowell with the Real Estate Technology Institute, and I'm excited today because we have a special guest. I'll be interviewing Gail Weisswasser from Homesnap. And I know a lot of agents are using this app, and after today, if you're not using it, you're really going to want to use it. So I have to tell you personally, I'm excited, Gail, to have you here because I have actually, since Homesnap's origination, found this app to be fascinating. And I added it to my apps class, and I added it to my iPad and mobile technology class. And every time I added it and I talked to the agents about it, they were like, are you kidding me? So I want to jump right in. Tell us about the app. Tell us like someone has never heard about Homesnap. So go ahead. I'll give the floor to you.
My cocktail party pitch.
Yes.
So Homesnap is a home search app, home search platform. And we have a consumer version of the app and we have a pro version of the app. So Homesnap started in 2012. We're best known that you can go up to any home and take your phone and snap a photo of the house, and it will download all the information about that house. It'll tell you if it's on the market, it will tell you the price, it will tell you an estimated value, it will put you in touch with an agent if you want to find out more. And we launched the app in 2012, and we found that a lot of people who were using the app were agents. And we were surprised by that because it doesn't have MLS data in it. Agent-only MLS data in the consumer version. It just has consumer data. We thought, why are all these agents using this app? Don't they have their own mobile app from their MLS that they're using instead? And we did a little research and found that no, in fact, they don't. They were using Homesnap because they found that the consumer version of Homesnap was more helpful to them than the mobile version of whatever it is that they were trying to do with the MLS. So we thought, there's an opportunity here. And we developed Homesnap Pro, which is our agent-only version of Homesnap, and we launched that in 2014.
Okay.
We brought that to MRIS, which is our home market here in the DC area, and we said, we'd like to go sell this app to your members. Is that okay? And we want your data feed, and we want your data in it, and we're going to go to your members. And the president of MRIS, David Sharon, took one look at the app, and he said, this app is so great that I actually want to provide this as a member benefit to the whole MLS. So don't go selling it to them. We're going to buy it from you. We're going to subscribe to it from you and provide that to our members. So that was how we launched Homesnap Pro. So thank you to MRIS for giving us that nice, that nice boost at the beginning. And since then, we've rolled the app out across the whole country, and we're in markets east to west. We now have an agent footprint of around 600,000 agents.
Whoa.
So that means agents who have access to Homesnap Pro through their MLS. That's how we roll out, is through the MLS. And we're in, 75 MLSs right now and adding more all the time. So it's, it's a great product. I'm really excited to tell you guys about it today. If you haven't heard of Homesnap, I'm going to take you through some of our features and let you know what Homesnap's all about and why, you should take the time to learn yet another app, yet another tool. This one's really worth it. One last thing I just want to mention, just to give a little context, is that agents have probably heard of the Broker Public Portal, which is an industry driven initiative to launch a portal, a consumer search portal that will compete with some of the large marketing portals. I think you probably know which ones I mean. And the point is the point is that agents can have their name next to their listings without paying for it, because we believe in following fair display guidelines, and we follow your listing, your lead. So if it's your listing, your name's going to be next to it, and you're going to get the leads that come in. Any questions or leads that come in for that listing will go right to the listing agent for free.
Wow.
So Homesnap is the public-facing brand of the Broker Public Portal. And so if you want to know more about the BPP, you want to know more about how to get your MLS onto Homesnap and onto the BPP, you can reach out to me. I'll give you my information at the end, or go to homesnap.com/BPP. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about that. I want to talk about the app.
Yes.
But the BPP is really important because that is who we are now. We are the brand of the BPP, and that is how we're now rolling out in MLSs.
Awesome. Now, I do want you to jump into the features and tell us about them so that everybody's on the same page.
So imagine if you took your desktop and you put it in your phone. That's Homesnap. So we've made it so that all of that great stuff that you get when you log onto MLS, and you get all of the information about the house and about other agents and about, communicating with your clients, it's all here on your phone, and it's so easy. We've just made it really easy. So I give, huge props to our dev team, to our founders who envisioned every time we add a feature or we do anything in Homesnap, it's done with the eye to what is going to make it the absolute easiest and the biggest time saver for agents. So, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to learn how to use Homesnap, but it pays off in spades because you save so much time by being able to do everything from your phone. So, everything from looking up data on houses. So I already mentioned you can go up to a house and snap a photo and you get all the information about it. There's a million other ways that you can identify houses, go on the map, do a search, do filters, it's all there. You can find out, is it for sale? How long's it been on the market? You can see a historical listing. So every time there's been any transaction in the MLS that has revolved around that home, you can see all the prior transactions. You can tap on those links and see them. So maybe there's a house that's on the market that was last on the market 2 years ago and it has a huge price jump. You want to know what is causing this huge price jump. Just tap on that historical listing and you can see photos of how it looked 2 years ago and see maybe there's been a renovation. Maybe they added a family room, did something to it. So you can explain to your client, here's why this price has gone up so much.
Right.
Agents, you can find out a ton of stuff about other agents. So you can tap on the agent who is listing the home and find out how many transactions has that agent done in the last 2 years. And you can crunch the numbers on those transactions and find out, do those prices tend to go up or down over time? If they tend to price high, price low, what are their tendencies in that way? So it's a great tool just to arm yourself with more familiarity when you go into that negotiation. You're dealing with an experienced agent, maybe it's somebody new. We even have a little LinkedIn for each MLS in here. It's called How Am I Connected? So let's say you want to know more about the listing agent and the name is familiar, maybe you've done a deal with them in the past, but you can't remember, tap on the box that says How Am I Connected? And you'll see any transactions you've ever done with that agent or that your people in your office have done with that agent.
Wow.
So you can sort of get a little intel before you go into the transaction. I'm just thinking I'm going vertically down through the app and trying to just talk about these features. School districts. This is a really, really, really powerful thing. What we do is we have a third-party source that provides us with school attendance zones for the entire country, for public schools. So we can tell you all of the homes that are for sale in a particular school attendance zone. So let's say you have a client who says, I only want to buy a home in this particular elementary school district. That's where we want to live. We want our kids to go there. You can tap on that map and show them every single home that's for sale in that district.
Wow.
So it's just a huge time saver. You look really smart to your clients. Your clients say, well, what do I know about this school? Well, here's all the data right here. Right. You can show you the property lines. This is a great feature. You can stand in front of a house with Homesnap and you can walk those property lines in real time and your phone will track you. Your little GPS will track you like a little blue dot. So you're standing with your client and they say, well, where does the property end and start? I'd love to know how big the lot is. Well, you can just literally walk it with them.
Wow.
So it's a lot of features like that. We have a safety timer in our app, so you can start a safety timer before you even walk in the door to an appointment. Maybe you're meeting a client you don't know. You want to have a little added layer of security. Start a safety timer. If you let that safety timer run out and you don't turn it off, you can have emergency contacts will get a text message saying that you're in trouble. So, we have looked at agents from a very holistic perspective to figure out what are all the features that they will actually use that will add value to them,
right,
that will keep them safe, that will make them efficient, and we put them all in a great app.
You did. You really did. And I didn't know about the last two features. Is the safety feature new? Is that something that you've always had?
2 years old, I think.
Okay.
2.5, maybe a year and a half. It's been around for a while.
Okay.
So there's a new feature that I love so much. I'll try to pull it up on my phone because I think this is just the greatest thing. This is called our news feed. So right here, if you can see this right here.
We can.
I'm scrolling here. This is a news feed, like a little, imagine it like a real-time hot sheet, updates or anything new. This is going to have any relevant transaction to me. So I've told Homesnap that 2 zip codes I really want to follow. Anytime there's any kind of a transaction change, a new house, something that's off the market, something goes under contract, a new price, it shows up here in my newsfeed. If I've looked at properties in Homesnap before and something changes, it goes under contract or the price changes, it's going to show up. If my clients, this is a really helpful thing, if my clients are snapping homes or they're favoriting homes, that's going to show up on my newsfeed too. Okay. So, we're all used to scrolling through feeds of data. It's like Facebook or Snap or Instagram, whatever. We're all used to that. this is a really great way to get information. It keeps me super current.
Absolutely.
So I know, with a glance in the morning while I'm drying my hair, I can tell you everything that's new in the markets I care about. So, I mean, this is just like, I'm just scratching the surface on Homesnap, but there's so much good stuff in here. And, every time I talk to agents, they tell me a different thing that they love. Oh, I love this feature. I love that feature. I love being able to do this. I can send a CMA right from the phone.
Oh, you
can? I don't
can?
have to open a different app. It's all right here in Homesnap. Send a CMA right from here. So, I don't want to do a whole app demo, but there's so much in here that's helpful.
No, show it to us. And I also want to ask about, where was I teaching? In Chattanooga. And I think that they told me they didn't have Homesnap. If it's not in your market, how do you get it?
No, that's a great question. So, we're working hard to get in as many markets as possible. And we've, our quest for world domination is going well.
Okay.
But there are a few markets that we're not in yet. So if you are in a market that doesn't have Homesnap Pro, what I would recommend is reach out to your MLS and say, we've heard of this app. We hear other markets talking about this app. We really want this app. Have your brokerage call the MLS, especially the brokers that are, very active with the MLS, some of the, leadership stakeholders in the MLS. If you tell them that they want Homesnap, that you want Homesnap and you want to have it in your market, then we get a lot of direct outreach from MLSs who say, we've heard about this app, we want to know more. And then, I usually follow up and we do a demo and go through this whole process. Or you can reach out to me. You can send an email to me. You can just send it to gweisswasser@homesnap.com. And I can give you, maybe I don't know if you link to emails or websites in your show notes, or I'm happy to spell that out. But, I'm happy to then reach out to the MLS and let them know we've had interest from your agents who want to get this app.
I'll definitely put it in the show notes, on the screen, actually. So when I edit. Awesome.
Great. If you're using Homesnap in a market where we don't have MLS data, it's not nearly as powerful. I mean, it's not until we get that data feed that Homesnap really comes to life. And the great thing too is that your clients use the same app. So they use the consumer version of Homesnap. They don't get access to all the same features you do. They don't have that agent productivity data. They don't have a safety timer. They don't have all those things, but they have access to a whole slew of features. And then we have in-app communication between client and agent. So the clients and the agents are using the same platform and they're sharing homes together,
right? And
it's seamless. And so, once we're in a market, we encourage all of our agents to go out and invite all your clients to connect in Homesnap, because the more people using this platform on the consumer and the agent side, the more powerful it is.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that. I was teaching near the coast one day, and I had an agent who I was about to teach them about Homesnap, and he said, well, I have a story I want to tell everybody. He goes, I sure wish I'd known about this app, because I was on my way out of the neighborhood and I had a client in my car, and I was suggesting to him we could go back to the office and get all this information. And he pulls up this app, and I didn't know at the time it was Homesnap, but he pulls it up. He lets his window down. He snaps a picture, and he proceeds to tell me all about the house. He said, I had never been more embarrassed in my whole life, because I didn't know about the app, and he wasn't the one supposed to tell me. I was supposed to tell him. Right. And so that's another reason I want everybody to know about this app, because consumers are trying to get more savvy, and they are using apps, and they do want the information immediately. So, and you're getting a lot of great publicity. In fact, you were in Inman News, and they did a great article on you. And so we're seeing a lot. I remember hearing about an award you won. So I know there's a lot of great things about Homesnap. I don't usually like to talk apps on this platform, but I love this particular app because it's so beneficial to agents. And I want to ask you about, I was reading your website, and it mentioned that Homesnap will allow agents to promote themselves on Facebook. Yes. With targeted ads. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because that's a space that a lot of agents are trying to get to right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So in addition to our app, we also offer a Facebook social media marketing program for agents. So now Homesnap is free to agents once an MLS has partnered with us and they've provided us a member benefit. The Facebook ads is an additional, it's a premium product. So you do have to pay for them because we have to run those ads.
Sure.
But basically what we do is we run social media marketing campaigns on behalf of agents in a wide variety of formats. So we have ads for new listings, for closings. We have video ads. You can create all different kinds of video ads. You can shoot video on your phone, upload it to Homesnap, and we turn that into an ad. We do all of the work. We do all the targeting. We've created all the templates. We do the budgeting. You basically just say, this is how much we want to spend, and Homesnap does all of this. And we run those ads and we target them to your geographic sphere around the home that you're promoting.
Oh, wow.
So it's just a super easy product to use. And, a lot of agents know they need to be on Facebook. They know that Facebook's the most powerful place to reach people. But they're like, I don't have time to do this. They're out selling homes.
Right.
Doing contracts and showing homes and serving clients, and marketing is not necessarily their favorite thing to do. And so we've taken a lot of the pain out of it and just made it as simple as possible. So, like I said at the beginning, like our goal really in everything we do is just how do we make agents' lives easier? How do we make agents' lives better? And how do we get them more clients? Oh, wow. So, that the Facebook ads are just a part of that. Now, so if you want to know more about those, go to homesnap.com/pro/ads.
Okay.
And all of those options are there. The static ads, we call it static ads. Those are the ones that are non-video, and then all of our video ads too.
Okay. That's what I want to know. How do they get more information about that?
Yep.
Okay. So what is the future of Homesnap, Gail? I mean, where are you going with this thing?
Well, I mean, the BPP has been a huge step for us because the broker public portal, because, it's gotten us into a lot more new markets.
Okay.
And, we just want to keep growing. We want to be in every single market. We want to become a utility for agents so that everybody is using Homesnap and so that consumers are using Homesnap too. So the goal is to get just as many people working together through this platform, collaborating on the home search experience. And as a company, we're always, always, always improving. We're actually just about to launch a new version of our website. So, we started out as an app. We are very mobile focused. Mobile is really the DNA of our company, and our website didn't match the experience you were getting on your device. So we have upgraded the website so that it matches visually and functionally what you're seeing in the app. So that's launching this month, which is very exciting. Okay. We're just continually improving our product and adding features to it and just making it more and more powerful. We're also doing more integrations with MLS platforms. So, for example, Paragon is one of our partners. We are introducing a number of new features that allow agents to access a lot of their Paragon features through Homesnap. So they can add and edit their listings, add photos, access their saved searches, things like that. That's all coming very soon in Homesnap. So I would say the future will involve more collaboration and more integration with some of the MLS platforms.
Awesome. So are there any great Homesnap stories you want to tell us? Were there anything that people have shared with you about, it saved my life because all I had to do was snap a picture? I know I found it interesting.
I do that all the time because I read a lot of the reviews that we get on Google Play and the App Store, and it's really amazing to work with a product that people love so much because I see these 5-star reviews come in and they're saying, this is the greatest app ever. It's really made my life so much easier. And people mention different features, which I love. One thing I really love, I mentioned earlier, the ability to walk the property lines with your phone.
Right.
That's not something that we anticipated that when we built the app, and we just started getting this feedback from people like, I was out with my client and we walked the property lines and I was able to show them where it stopped and started. And I thought, this is like a Homesnap hack. This is so exciting. People are sort of figuring out functions and ways to use this app that we didn't even, expect. So I love that. I love seeing people kind of take the app and make it their own and figure out ways to use it. And, so it's just a lot of great feedback.
Sure. Oh, no, you're proud. You have to be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so any final thoughts? I will tell you that I think that it's a great app, even as long as it's been around since 2012, but the idea was just right on point. And I will tell you, for me, a consumer, I like the fact that I can snap a picture of my house that's not for sale and get information. Yeah. And that was something a lot of people didn't know, and I didn't know. And then what was so interesting was the information was right. I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I paid for.
Right.
I had that moment.
It's a really addictive app because you just start, going out and snapping homes. I've been on vacation in markets where we don't have data. And I'm like, if we only have Homesnap here. Right. I want to know exactly how much these houses cost. We love hearing that. We love knowing, how much of a role this app plays in agents' lives and, anyone who's interested in real estate, which, frankly, who isn't, right?
Right.
So yeah, I would just say, go out, download it. If we're not in your market yet, make some noise, let the MLS know that we want to be there, because we'd love to be, wherever you are.
Awesome. And Gail, I want to thank you so much for doing this interview with us. And if you don't mind, I will share your email down below. And that way, if people have questions, then they can email you, and I know you or your team will get back with them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Juanita, for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk about Homesnap, and I really appreciate the opportunity to do it.
You're welcome. All right, everybody. And that brings this particular webinar to a close. I want to thank you for watching, and don't forget, you can find more tutorials on reti.us.